Hello friends and welcome back. So in this session we are going to discuss about the JBoss offerings. Okay, so I'm sure you heard about the JBoss AS, JBoss EAP, Enterprise Application Servers, and along with that the Wildfly. So that means there are different offerings of the JBoss. Okay, so what is the difference between them? What are the current versions of that one? How you can check that? Okay, so everything we are going to discuss in this particular session. Okay, so now let us first talk about the simple term JBoss. Okay, so JBoss in the very first session we have learned about the enterprise application servers, and what we learn about the JBoss, it is a Java based enterprise application server. That means it support the enterprise applications. And what is enterprise applications we have covered in detail in the first session, right? So now JBoss is an open source enterprise application server. Okay, open source enterprise application server. Now what is the meaning of open source? So open source means that is developed by the community. Okay, so we have a multiple kind of open source softwares are available in the market, not only the JBoss, right? That has been categorized as the open source. That means it is developed by the community members, the people having the same kind of a interest. They gather together and they build one of the solution which they release as an open source. Anybody can download it. Anybody can use it without any paying any kind of a licensing fees, right? And anybody can have do the enhancement in that. If anyone want to contribute on certain kind of enhancement, then you can do that one, and you need to reach the community for that one. Okay, so that means there is no licensing fees for open source software. It is freely available to download and use anywhere without any impact or without any paying anything to the any of the vendor, right? So there are certain kind of a plus and minus when we talk about the open source software. Okay, if I talk about the plus, that means as I said, you don't need to pay anything. There is no licensing fees, there is no support fees. You can download it and you can use it freely. Okay, under the GNU licensing term and conditions. Okay, which is the licensing term and conditions for the open source software. Right. So now this is one of the plus point, but when we talk about the negative point, okay, negative point, for example, if you are going to use this open source software in your production environment, or even not in production, if you are using in any of the non-production environment, if you encountered any problems, any bugs, any issues during the implementations or executions, okay, then we are going where you are going to reach for that particular problem. You have to reach to only the community, right? You have multiple community websites, you have a multiple open source community website forums. You need to post your problem there, and then you have to wait when someone from the community will respond to that one. But again, there is no guarantee that that problem will get solved, and how much time it is going to take to solve that problem which you are encountering in your production, or maybe in the non-production, or maybe in the production environments. This is one of the major drawback, and due to that most of the clients differ from using the open source software in the production environment, right? Because if you encounter any bug or problem, you will not get any support. You will not have any organization which is there to solve your problem promptly. You will always have to rely on the community members or the forums, that someone will look for that and then someone will reply, then you will test it in your environment, and again you will go back and then post your problem in the community, and then you have to work with the community members only. There is no direct support, and that is the why your open source solutions are always not recommended for the production environments. So now this is all about the open source plus and minus. Now when we talk about JBoss, as I said, it is the open source application enterprise application server. That means again JBoss was developed by the community members. There are multiple community members of same interest. They have developed the JBoss initially. Okay. And so when the JBoss was developed initially, okay, then there were some different name of that one. And then along with the time, later with the time, the name was changed. Okay. There are multiple happened in the in last couple of years for specifically in terms of the open source JBoss. Okay. So now when we talk about the JBoss offerings, so we have two offerings. One is the open source offering, okay, and second is called the enterprise offering. Okay, open source offering is same what we have discussed so far, that is available free to use, free to download without any paying any licensing cost, any support cost. Anyone can download and run that software. Okay, but second is the enterprise offering. So this enterprise offering of the JBoss come from the Red Hat, and the Red Hat version of JBoss is referred as JBoss EAP, Enterprise Application Server, JBoss EAP. So if you heard anywhere JBoss EAP, that means this JBoss EAP is referring to the Red Hat version. Okay, so now the one of the term and conditions of open source software is anyone can download the source code of the open source software and can enhance and can further use that one and further distribute that as well, just like the Red Hat is doing. Okay, but the one of the main condition is you cannot charge any kind of a licensing fees if we have adopted any of the open source software and which you are going to extend with some new functionalities which is developed by your organization. That means this Red Hat adopted this JBoss application server. They did certain kind of a enhancement in this open source version. Okay, and then they released it as a JBoss EAP. Okay, so now here Red Hat cannot take any kind of a licensing fees on this enhanced application server because this is not allowed as per the open source terms and condition. They cannot take any of the licensing fees, but they can take the fees for the support, which was missing in the open source software, right? As I said, in the open source software, you cannot charge licensing fees, but even that you did not get the support as well. You always have to rely on the community, right? So now, as I said, the JBoss has taken this open source software, done some enhancement and released as JBoss EAP. This JBoss EAP come with the support, not with the licensing fees, because which is not allowed. Okay, so now you have the support from the Red Hat, right? That means if you adopted this JBoss EAP for your business, okay, then if you encountered any issues, any problems, any bugs, you can immediately reach to the Red Hat, and they are there for you 24/7 to help you on your different kind of a business need and business requirement, different kind of a bugs, issues that you are facing in your environment, right? That means the very plus point which was missing in the open source is the support is now we can get from the Red Hat. But for that, you have to buy, you have to take this Red Hat EAP. You will not charge any licensing fees, as I said, but you have to pay support fees. For example, if you are going to take JBoss EAP from Red Hat, and maybe you are taking it for 3 years, 3 year support. So you have to pay some fees for the support only for 3 years. There is no licensing fee. There is only the support fees. That means if you are running this JBoss, you encountered any issues, you will immediately go back to Red Hat and they are ready to use and they're available for you 24/7 to help you on your production issues. Okay, and this is the plus point of your Red Hat EAP where you're getting the support. Right. So now this is about the Red Hat EAP, which is from the your Red Hat Enterprise. Now along with that, we have certain more open source versions are available. Okay, let me talk about that as well. So now that means for JBoss, we have two offerings, as I said, open source and enterprise. Enterprise is called the JBoss EAP, which come from the Red Hat. Okay, where you can get the support. You don't need to pay any licensing fees, but you have to pay for the support. Right. Now, when we talk about the open source, so initially when JBoss was released, okay, it was referred as JBoss AS. JBoss AS, which was the initial versions of the JBoss free version, okay, and it was there in the market around 2012 to 2014, till 2012 to 2014, okay, and the last version of JBoss AS was 7.1.1. This was the last version of JBoss AS, okay, or you can say JBoss AS was the initial name of the open source JBoss open source software, right? And then it was there till 2012 and 2014. Then this was renamed as Wildfly. Wildfly. Okay. And once it was renamed in Wildfly somewhere around in 2014. Okay. After that, the very first release of the Wildfly was 8.0. 8.0 was the first version of Wildfly when it was renamed. So the last version of JBoss AS was 7.1.1. And the initial very beginning version of after renaming this to Wildfly was the 8.0, and then from 8.0 it was released with the different versions till today, which you can check on the Wildfly website as well. Okay, and let me quickly show you that as well. So this is the old versions of the JBoss. You can see here the JBoss AS, right? And this is, you can see here, it was the initial version like 3.0.0. It was released almost in 2002, 29th of May 2002. This was the very first release, 3.0.0. After that, you can see there are multiple versions are available along with the time that has been released. In 9th of March 2012, this is the final version of the JBoss release with the naming of JBoss AS, and the last version was 7.1.1. And then it was renamed as Wildfly. So you can go to Wildfly website, okay, and if I show you here, the very first version of Wildfly which was released, it was released in February 2014, and the first version of Wildfly was 8.0.0. Okay, and then along with the time there are multiple versions that has been released, and as of today the current version you can see, which is at the top, which is released in January 16, 2026, and the version is 39.0.0 final. This is the latest version of the open source JBoss, which is with the name of Wildfly. If you want to use the open source version of JBoss, do not go to this JBoss website, AS website, go to Wildfly and download from here the latest version. And now if you go to the enterprise version of the RedHat, so this is the enterprise version of the RedHat versions that we can see here. Okay, and the different versions are available here. So if you scroll down, then you can see the latest, the old versions are mentioned here, and the latest version is 8.0, and the on top of that, the current update is 8.1, with the a minor update on top of 8.0, 8.1. Right. So these are the different categories: two for the open source, one for the enterprise from the RedHat. Right. So now it is, hope it is clear to you what is the EAP enterprise version of the RedHat from the RedHat. Okay, what are the benefit of that one? Why we use that one? And what we have to pay? No licensing fees. We have to pay only for the support fees. Okay, and open source we have JBoss AS, JBoss, and then Wildfly. So the latest offering of the JBoss open source is Wildfly. Okay, and if you want to use the open source version of in any of your environment, always go for the Wildfly website, not for the JBoss AS, which was the older versions of your JBoss.